Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have this time a little bit of a different setup, a different video. I wanted to thank you all for all of the really nice comments on my last video. I got such sweet messages, sweet comments. I'm really grateful because, you know, I was so scared about uploading that video. I put it off for such a long time, and yeah, it was really heartwarming to get such kind and sweet messages, and it really meant a lot to me, so thank you so much for that. So today's gonna be a makeup video. I want to do a different video every week. We'll see how we go, and let's get into it. I heard from my last video a couple of comments of people that were saying there were a few audio issues, the room was echoey, so I'm trying a different setup. The other room, it was an empty room. I have an extra room and we've just renovated that. It was a spare bedroom. Renovated the house, so the room is empty in principle, so it's very echoey, but we're in the process of selling the house. So at the moment I'm filming now in my bedroom. There's more stuff in the room, so it's not as echoey as the other room. I'm also using a different camera. I'm now using my Nikon. It's not used essentially for filming, but I know the quality is better. So let's get started. So I've already cleansed my face. I'm just using a normal mild cleanser as I do every morning and do every night as well. And I've also already moisturized my face. I think that's why my face is so red, and also it's very hot at the moment. Just having one of those days, my face is just red. I'm using actually the Clinique Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. It's a night mask, I know, but I use it as a daily moisturizer. I can't use it at night. If I use it at night, it gives me acne. If I use it during the day, it doesn't give me acne. So sometimes products you can use in a different way and it gives you a different result. So for me this works as a day cream, but not as a night mask, and for me it works great. I'm just going to go ahead and conceal a few spots on my face. I'm just using a concealer. This one is from BellaPierre. You can use any concealer. And I'm just covering up a couple of imperfections that I have. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I have a new one. I'm using the shade 1-in-1 Ivory Nude. I know this is a very full coverage foundation, but I love it. I've tried a lot of foundations, a lot of high-end, a lot of drugstore foundations, and for me this one is just the one that is the nicest. It's nice coverage, it doesn't give me acne. A lot of foundations, they're nice and they look nice, but after a few days they just give me irritation, and for me it's not worth it to have a foundation that looks nice for 2 days and then afterwards gives me irritation. It's just not worth it. So yeah, this is the one I swear by. Just using a beauty blender, and that's it. So I just dot that on and then blend it in, that's all. And I've actually wet the sponge before and squeeze out all the excess. Blend, 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 blend. So anyway, I wanted to actually thank everybody for their really nice comments on my last video. I was so nervous about uploading the video, and it took me quite a long to upload it because I've wanted to start a YouTube channel, I think now for probably about 1.5 years. And I actually started a YouTube channel 1 year ago, and I uploaded 2 videos. And I kept it quiet, and I only told maybe about 2 or 3 friends, and I was just scared. I was really scared. And then I didn't do anything with it. I got really busy with the clinic, and it just wasn't the right time. So, but the idea was still there and the drive was still there, so I was like, okay, I want to do it, but it's just not the right time. So I deleted that channel, I deleted the videos, I made everything private. Yeah, the idea kept lingering still in my head. I still want to do it, I still want to do it, I still want to do it, but I'm still scared. I'm really nervous about it. So one day I was talking to one of my friends and I just said, okay, I'm just gonna sit down, I'm just gonna do it. And I did. I filmed it one day. I was really busy. I actually was working 7 days a week at the moment. It was on a Sunday afternoon after work, and I said, okay, I'm going to sit down now and film it. I was exhausted and it didn't look great in that video either. I said, okay, I don't care. I'm going to sit down and film it now. If I don't sit and film it now, I'm not going to do it. And I sat down and filmed it, and I was so nervous because talking to a camera is really weird. And filmed it, edited it all in one afternoon, and I was ready to upload the next day. And I did. I said, if I don't do it now, I won't do it at all. So I just put it out, and fortunately the feedback has been really positive and really nice, and I didn't think the feedback would be negative. I was scared that it would be negative. I didn't think people were going to tear me to shreds. I didn't think so. Not my family and my friends. Maybe in secret they would, but not publicly shame me or anything. But no, I got really nice comments. It was nice. It was really nice, and it's kind of already led me to think, okay, now I'm ready to make more videos, and I've now taken that first step to make this video, and now I'm not as scared to sit down and record more, because I'll be really honest, that first video was scripted. I had a script in front of me, and I wasn't reading, well, I was reading from it. I was reading, pretty much stopping, reading a little bit and stopping, because I was that nervous. And also because I felt like, okay, these are the things that I want to say, and I don't want to mess it up. And I also recorded it twice and then edited the two pieces together. Whereas, for example, for this video, I'm not going to sit and record it twice, because I'm not going to sit and do my makeup twice. So I think it's also, it's a learning curve. I think the more videos you make, the more comfortable you become talking to a camera, and the more comfortable you become with the viewers, and I think you kind of develop that connection, and you know, it becomes like, okay, I'm talking to my friends now, I'm talking to my family, and it's not that I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to an audience, so it shouldn't be a weird thing. Whereas the first time I did it, it was just the most bizarre thing. And I'm gonna set my under eye with some powder. So all I'm doing is putting some on the brush and just putting it on the lid, just tapping off the excess. I hope that's on focus, hopefully not. And just dusting it on my nose and my under eyes. And the reason I'm doing this is because it sets the foundation in place, stops it from moving around, and especially here in Spain, it stops your foundation from melting off. Now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm actually using an eyeshadow palette from Estee Lauder. I don't think you can get this one anymore. It's a Lisa Perry, I think it's a limited edition palette. And they actually have two shades in here, this one and that one. And I just mix those together to get, for me it's the perfect shade. With my LYME, when I went through the treatment and everything, I didn't lose all of my eyebrows, but my eyebrows were thinning out really, really badly. The majority has grown back, but I have some sparse places. They've almost gone back to normal now, but there was a point that it was pretty bad. I'm just going to use it's an eyeliner brow brush. It's just an angled brush. Just use that to, I think I just looked really cross-eyed there. Just use that to fill in my brows. Moving on to eyes, I'm actually going to be using the Carli Bybel Deluxe palette, and I'm going to be using the, the lighter shade first. Just use that as a base shade. Just tap off the excess. I'm just using a small blending brush. So in principle, with my YouTube channel, I want to do kind of a video every week. I know I say that, then I kind of have to commit to it. I might shoot myself in the foot now. I want to try. The thing is, at the moment I have a very strange working schedule. Sometimes I'm working 7 days a week, sometimes I work 5 days a week. You know, when you own the business, you don't always get to pick and choose when you work and what times you work. Sometimes I work until 7 o'clock, sometimes I work until 10 o'clock. That's the way it is. If that's your business, then that's the way it is. But yeah, my aim is I'd like to have a different video every week. I had this idea, because you can have different playlists on YouTube. Let me continue doing this. You can have different playlists on YouTube. So you can have different categories of stuff. So what my idea was, because my written blog had different categories, I wanted to actually film things in different categories. As I mentioned in the previous video, I want to do things kind of similar to what I did for the written blog, only then just in video. So I want to focus on the makeup, I want to focus on food, now as well the LYME, and then health, fitness things related. I'm not too fitnessy at the moment yet. Let me just continue. I'm going to use this shade in the crease. In principle, I think it would be a nice idea if I chose a different video in a different category and uploaded one every single week, and then try to build up a playlist like that and see how that goes. So it kind of gives everybody a different thing to connect to, if that makes sense. I know some people, I have a lot of friends that are just interested in the cooking part, and I have a lot of girlfriends that are, you know, very interested in the makeup part. I have a lot of LYME friends, and they're just very, very interested in my LYME story. But not all of my friends are interested to hear about my LYME things. So to try and keep things a bit on rotation, I thought about maybe doing it like that, to do one video and alternate between different categories, so everybody has a bit of what they like and what I like, because I like all of the categories and I want to film everything. We'll see how it goes. I know I have to record some cooking videos because people are asking me and my mom's asking me. But I haven't been so into cooking lately. I'm using the same kind of brush, only a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. And I'm gonna use, let me see, the shade. I'm just gonna put that on the outer V. So I used to be quite quite into fitness. I was into getting my life more healthy and I wanted to lose weight. So on my previous blog I was documenting my weight loss and I actually did very well. I lost a lot of weight at that point. And I think the blog motivated me to lose weight because you have an audience watching you and you have people keeping track of what you're doing and you're uploading pictures. So it's not like you're forcing yourself to do it, because of course you shouldn't be pressurized, peer pressured by other people to do something. You shouldn't. But there was the healthy kind of boost of, okay, people are now watching you and people are also encouraging you, because people were very, very positive and people were really nice about it and saying, you know, Kim, you're doing really good, keep it up, and you're eating right and you're exercising, you're blogging, and everything was moving along really, really well, and it was nice. It was kind of like a healthy kick and I enjoyed that. I don't enjoy exercising necessarily. I'm not like, never been a very sporty person. That's just me being honest. After the whole LYME fiasco thing, I'll be very honest, the treatment and the disease made me gain a lot of weight. From the lowest weight that I was in London, I won't say the amount, I'm not ready to say the amount that I was weighing before, to what I was weighing at my heaviest with LYME, I gained 20 kilos. So that was a lot. So my skinniest in London, I was my lightest in London at one point, to my heaviest with LYME here, 20 kilos. So that's a big kicker. And then trying to get your life back and to lose the weight and not being able to physically work out because A, you're tired, and B, you physically can't work out because everything hurts. It's a problem. And I struggled with that for a very long time. And I still do. I already lost a lot of weight. I have. But not enough yet. This is a smudge brush. It's from Real Techniques, but it doesn't matter, it's a smudge brush. I'm going to be using this highlight shade. It's the whitest shade that there is, but it's really pretty. I'm just going to use that in the inner corners, just to highlight the eye. And go easy on it because it's very pigmented. And drag it a little bit across. We'll take that small brush again and just use that to blend it in with the other shades. I'm just using it's an eyeliner from Maybelline, and I'm just using it's a precision liner brush from Real Techniques. So I'm just gonna go curl my eyelashes now, just using just the basic eyelash curler. So I'm using the Maybelline, the Falsies Black Drama Volume Express Mascara. let's move on to the face for the rest. I'm going to bronze. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula pH Matchmaker pH Powered Bronzer in Light Bronzer. And there's a mouthful, you know? I have super light skin and every bronzer is too dark for me. Pretty much I need like a non-existent bronzer and then it's light enough for me. Now I'm going to use the Luminizer from the Balm. I think this is my favorite highlighter. Just use a fan brush. So all I'm doing is putting a little bit on top of the cheekbone, my non-existent cheekbones. So just a little bit of highlight. Gives you just a healthy glow. The thing is, everywhere you put this on, it emphasizes it. So as you can see, I put it on here and I have a scar here. And it has emphasized the scar. So for me, I don't really care. The scar's there, can't really cover it. I don't really care if you see the scar either. But if you're self-conscious about things like that, you will see it. So just be careful. If you have something like that that you don't want people to see, just bear in mind that whatever you put this stuff on, you're highlighting it. It's exactly what it says, you're highlighting it. So I'm just going to pop on some lashes, and I'm using some lashes from Red Cherry. These are some of my favorite lashes. I think these are the Wispy lashes. I'm just using some duo glue and I put that on the lash, holding it with some tweezers, just letting it dry for a bit, let it get tacky. There we go. And now for lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the color Dublin. I actually just got this new. So my camera died as I was applying my lipstick, but this is the completed look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the red button down below so you can keep up to date with all of my new videos. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye!